Hi, I'm Melanie from Nova Scotia, Canada, and this is Adventures in Groceryland. This is week 1 grocery video of our new $23 grocery challenge series. We are going to start from almost scratch. There's a few items, and at the end of this video, I will share what I'm considering free. But we are going to start basically from scratch, show what I can get for the $23, and then later in the week, I'll upload a second video showing these are the meals that I made with the groceries that I purchased. At the end of the meal video, so the second video of the week, I will show what I have left, which I can carry over into the subsequent weeks. This is going to be really tough. The last time that I did a grocery challenge, it was in the middle of summer, fall. Harvest was on. I had tons of food that was coming from my garden. So this is really tough. And grocery prices are climbing again. One thing that is a benefit when you have a bigger budget, so more people always seem to be a bigger budget, is that you can take advantage of bulk buys or bigger portion buys. They always seem to have better sales at the stores. So this is really tough, really tight. Check out what I was able to buy for $23 during week 1, and then tune in later this week for our meal video.
Last week in the mail, I received some coupons to get a replacement jug of Naturel milk from the company. The coupons were $5 and $2, and I was hoping to wait until either it was on sale or I had a special offer so that I could get more for the coupons. So I actually have a promo exclusive to my PC Optimum card this week that I can pay $4.99 for Naturel. Let's go get a jug. Not very many options here. I am at Superstore, so I am going to get this one here that's 2% because if I decide I want to cut it with water to make it go further, that will be good. I'm at Superstore. There is a big sea of frozen fruit here. They are $1.99. If you scan your Optimum card, and there's some choices, they have strawberries, 400 grams, mixed strawberry, blueberry, banana, 400 grams, pineapple, banana, mango, 400, straight mango, 400, blueberries, 300, mango again, pineapple, banana, mango. I think these are just duplicates. Pineapple, strawberry, mango. I'm definitely going to choose a 400 gram bag. What will I choose? I was hoping to get flour. This is the cheapest at Superstore, and it's still a little bit more than what I want to spend in my budget this week. I'm going to check Walmart, and I might end up having to get some at the bulk barn. Walmart, not much cheaper. 50 cents is 50 cents. I'm still, I got to run some numbers again and see if I actually have room for this or if I'm going to need to get it at the bulk barn. Another smart way to stay on a low budget is when items go on sale and they run out of stock, get a rain check. So I am going to utilize this rain check today. We are going to get a pasta sauce to go with our very small budget this week. This is what $22 worth of groceries, a free jug of milk, look like. Let's get started. I started at Giant Tiger. They had Primo pasta on for 77 cents. I got a package of spaghetti and yogurt on for $1.88. They only had one flavor, just natural yogurt, so obviously that's what I got. I shopped at Sobeys. Very fortunate. 2 hamburger patties, $3.61 with $1 off coupon. So brought that down to $2.61. So obviously I'm not going to have them as patties. I am going to use them in different recipes. And I redeemed a rain check for some pasta sauce. It was $1. I shopped at the bulk barn. Oh, now where is my bulk barn receipt? Because it's just too many little things for me to keep track of. Here it is. Okay, so
I just didn't have room in my budget for flour. No matter how I figure it, there was not enough room, but I wanted to make a half a loaf of bread. I have been planning, scratching, making lists, scratching them out, doing it over. What works with what? What can I put together? And all of it, I really wanted to have some bread. So I got enough flour to make a half a loaf of bread. So the flour worked out to be 73 cents. I got this split pea soup mix. So I am making a soup. That was 25 cents. I was actually going to buy bouillon cubes at Dollarama. They're $1.25, but when I realized that Bulk Barn carried bouillon cubes, it's definitely not the best buy. I paid 32 cents for that bouillon cube. It's a beef bouillon cube. But it allowed me to have the majority of, say, $1.25 at Dollarama. I have almost $1 left in my budget. I'll focus on getting a package of that maybe next week. And then I got the teeniest bit of yeast, just enough to do a half a loaf of bread. That was 13 cents, and the rolled oats were 54. So my grand total at the Bulk Barn was $1.97. I bought rice at Dollarama. It was $2. Price went up. Used to be $1.75, and now it is $2. Even at $2, you cannot beat this value for a small package of rice. If I would have bought 1 kilogram of the cheapest rice at the Bulk Barn, it would have cost me $4.90. So as a comparison, like, this is just a way better buy. Out of my regular area, the handsome one was in a meeting today at a location near a No Frills. So I asked him to pop into No Frills and pick me up the cheapest package of frozen mixed vegetables, and these were $2.29. $3.49 at Superstore for a dozen eggs. Member card holders could get these frozen fruit for $1.99. It's a 400 gram package. And I had a coupon for $5 off Natrel, and because I had a special offer for $4.99, I got the Natrel for free. Now, this is I don't know, I think this was probably a mistake. I shouldn't have got this. It was a Flashfood. So for anybody that's watched any of my previous videos, I do follow local flash foods to see if anything would pop up that would be of benefit to me. And normally, when the boxes pop up in my area, they're $5. But I knew the handsome one was going to be in a different location today, so I checked the flash food in the area where he was going to, and they had a $4 box. So in hindsight, I probably could have gotten much better ingredients for $4. So there's 3 limes, a bunch of, I don't know if they're oranges or clementines. Oh, 4 limes, is that? Sorry, not limes, lemons. Yeah, 4 limes, lemons, a mango, a pear that I need to eat right away, another lime, some tomatoes, and I'm pretty sure an onion. So I got all of these for $4, and I think I might try to trade some of the fruit out with somebody else for something else. So our budget is $23. Just happened to work out that this was 22 even on the dot. So I have $1 more to play with throughout the week in case I think of something that I would like to have. And one more thing. In the spirit of I'm trying to do this as a challenge, I don't feel like it's fair for me to use points that I had previously accumulated. Or coupons. So these are fast fuel coupons. We got gas today. This was actually the handsome one got the gas. So he got this one. He paid inside $1.20, and someone had left this one behind at the pump, $1.11. So in all fairness, I feel very comfortable. We just This is from gas that we just purchased today. So if we want to utilize these this week or perhaps next week, that would be great. It doesn't really look like that much, does it? And as many times as I've put together in my mind what I'm going to make with this stuff, I'm still really uncertain. I'll be honest, I normally like to start some kind of a very restrictive challenge with a chicken. And there's just nothing on sale this week. There was no really great meat options on sale where I could get like a reasonable amount, say under $5. I was incredibly fortunate to get those 2 ground beef patties. That was just a fluke, but I'm thankful. Yes, thank you, whoever was looking out for me today for that. I'm definitely going to make a soup. Definitely some spaghetti, smoothies 100% in the future. You'll have to check out this week's meal video to see what I am able to come up with. I feel concerned. I do. I feel concerned. Even 2 short years ago, you could get more for your money. And I don't know what I was thinking. This was not good. I should not have invested $4 of my dollars in a bunch of fruit. Leave me your thoughts. My receipt from Superstore, the eggs $3.49, the Nutrell $6.79 minus $1.80 brought it down to $4.99, and the frozen berries brought that down to $1.99. But what I wanted to point out was I didn't even know that I was getting 1,000 bonus points. I don't even know what that was for. But you can see there I got that manufacturer's coupon. So yeah, $5.47 for eggs, milk, and some frozen fruit. I think that's pretty awesome. I want to talk about some things that I am going to have free on the challenge. So these are freebies for me. The preserves are all things that I made, and the items either I got for free or I grew them. So we have jam, red pepper jelly, relish, and I've got 2 different kinds of relish. We have syrup in the back, salsa, pickled peppers, pizza sauce. There are probably a couple other variety of things in my pantry. If I end up bringing one of those in that was not in this initial video, I will show it so that you can see that it was from my existing pantry. I am also including this. This is parsley. It's parsley that I got for free and I dehydrated it. So that's going to be a spice that I can use. I'm considering salt and pepper free. We have lots of it and them, and we're going to use them. And this is broccoli that we grew in our garden. It didn't turn out awesome, but what it did do was we dehydrated it and got a powder out of it that we could add into recipes. This is oregano. I am questioning whether this came from my garden. I do grow spices. I'm not the greatest at growing spices. I'm going to say at some point this came from the bulk barn, but this is a very small amount and we are going to count this as free. And this stuff. I don't know, 5-7 years ago, someone gave this to the handsome one at his work. It is a medley of spices, so we are going to try to use this up as a free item in our challenge. Salt, garlic, sugar, black pepper, cumin, onion, celery seed, cayenne pepper, other herbs and spices. So this is what we've got to work with. This is a lot. The last time that I did a challenge like this, it was actually right in the middle of harvest. So I had huge bounties from our garden. Other people were gifting me items. This is going to be a tight, difficult challenge. One more item that I am going to include in with my free items is this small 125 milliliter jar of honey. This was a gift to me from my boss. He is a beekeeper. So I'm going to add this in as a free item. I am trying to spend one of my fast fuel coupons.
it's hard to know what something is going to cost. So I just took this one. This one's the smallest one I could find, to the cash. And they say that it was going to be $1.04. So I think that I'll be able to have room to get a couple mushrooms. Not many, but a couple. Bulk mushrooms. There's not a lot of items that I can buy in bulk here at Sobeys. I came in looking for a cornbread mix. There's donut mix, sugar cookie mix, and the closest thing that I could find is a tea biscuit mix. I think I'm going to grab a very small quantity of this. I'm going to try for 100 grams. After a lot of thought, I decided to spend the $1.20 fuel coupon and my remaining dollar out of my budget. I wanted to get a cornbread mix. I got this idea from a video that I saw online one time, and they used Jiffy cornbread mix. Not really familiar with that. I think that is something that is very common in the United States, but not so common here. So what I did is I went to the bulk barn, not the bulk barn, the country store, which is a local to me store very similar to a bulk barn. I was looking for cornbread mix because I knew I wouldn't have enough in my budget to buy a package of it. And when I was there, they didn't actually have cornbread mix, but they had tea biscuit mix. So I got this much tea biscuit mix and this much cinnamon for 54 cents and 13 cents. So I'm going to use both of those in the same recipe. I got a little ahead of myself. I actually was at Sobeys first. So I had the $1.20 fast fuel coupon that I wanted to use. There's not a lot of options at a store like Sobeys where you can get multiple ingredients for that kind of dollar value. So I went looking for what items do they sell by the pound or in bulk in the vegetable section. So they had peppers on for $3.49 a pound. I should feel fortunate that in the middle of the winter, $3.49 a pound, but that certainly wouldn't be what the summer value or price would be. But I was uncertain of how much it would be. So I looked around, picked out the absolute smallest, lightest one. I actually weighed 3 at the actual vegetable section, but the scales there are not digital. They hang from the ceiling, don't know how accurate they are. So of the 3 that I had, I took the lightest one up to cash and had them ring it in for me. So I knew in advance that it would be $1.04. So I went back, and the only other items that were within the realm of possibility that I could buy them by the pound, and they were bulk items that I could take like small amounts of, were mushrooms or Brussels sprouts. So I thought mushrooms could work for me. I've got a plan. I've got some things that I'm thinking of that mushrooms could be an ingredient. So I picked up a couple and took them to cash and was totally shocked when they rang in at 69 cents because I only wanted to spend the $1.20. I wanted to spend $1.20 and not a penny of my own money, of that one precious dollar that I had left. So I actually said, "Here, take these 2 big ones away." And they rang them back in, and they rang in at 37 cents. So I was like, okay. Worked out to $1.41. And because I was paying with cash, it was $1. It was 80 cents back to me. So 80 cents that I got back from this because we round down. So I had 80 cents left of my $1 where I could spend it wherever I wanted when I went into the country store. So that's great. I'm still 13 cents under. So this is what I have left. So no pennies anymore in Canada. So 13 cents rounds up to 15. Plus I have a $1.11 fast fuel coupon. I'm saving these. This is important. It may not seem important, but that 15 cents, I mean, when you think about it, I just got 13 cents of cinnamon. That could be something that could be added with something that I already have for next week. So this is everything that I got. Total now. Everything now, plus the stuff from the other day. Ha. I'm putting these right in a container so that they will last as absolutely long as possible.
I was really hoping that I was going to be able to get a whole chicken in week 1, and it just didn't work out. I feel that that is such a great value for your money. And then, of course, I bought that Flashfood box. I'm really second guessing that that wasn't a great decision, a great utilization of $4 of a very, very small budget. But we are going to figure things out. Let me know what you think that I should make with these ingredients, and stay tuned later this week to see the video of what I actually did make. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, I sure would love it if you would do so. That would help me. Have a great week, everybody.